Patricia Cornwall is a dear lady. She used to be in Baywatch. I bet you didn't know that. If you're wondering whether I've lost my marbles or talking a load of shite, which wouldn't be the first time, why don't you look up Delta Karen and have a read? But in case you don't want to read it, let me tell you about her next. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Wednesday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad myself. Just sitting here in the rain recording videos for you fine people. And what a rainy day it is, particularly if you end up in punch-ups with 80-year-old men on Delta Airlines flights, as happened to Delta Karen, as she's been aptly named, Patricia Cornwall. She used to be in Baywatch for a short amount of time and been a playboy girl and various other bits and pieces throughout her life. But right now, what she is in a bit of trouble because she couldn't keep her temper in check. Have a look at this. Yes, there was an 80-year-old fella sitting on the same Delta Airlines plane, minding his own business. His mask was off, by the way, and that's purely because he was having something to eat and drink. Delta Karen went off to the toilet, and when she came back, she found that the drinks trolley was blocking the aisle where they were serving this gentleman something else to actually drink. And the airline steward or stewardess made a perfectly reasonable comment. Please take a seat there, madam, in that free chair. We'll just deal with this gentleman and we'll leave and you can go back to your chair. And she said, what am I, Rosa Parks? How you can quite compare the two is absolutely beyond me. But she obviously had the arsehole that, you know, her way was blocked and she was impatient and wanted to get back to the chair that she paid for. She started having a go and the 80-year-old had to go back. They got into a bit of a spat, calling each other names, and then Delta Karen, Patricia, decided to start punching and spitting and hitting the 80-year-old man in his seat. Not a very good move in any book, let alone at 30,000 feet on a Delta Airlines plane. She was promptly arrested by the FBI, and she's out on a 20 grand bail, $20,000 bond, and banned from flying. Who knew? Apart from the flight that would take her back home to Los Angeles, where she came from. Not a very good move, really. And in my view, I reckon they should throw the book at her to send a message to anyone else. This isn't acceptable, particularly as the guy was an old man minding his own business, having something to eat and drink in his chair. And that airline staff made a perfectly reasonable request. Anybody else would have said, yeah, no problem, and taken a seat. I would have done. I don't know about you. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but hats off, Delta Karen. You made the news. Toodaloo.